A friend named Kyla. The friend was Jeremy. She decided to move into the building I live in, across the hall from me. No biggie. You know, I let her use my internet here and there. I talked to her here and there, but we started drinking at home. And you know me, I'm not a home drinker. I'm a bar drinker. Well, I was before I quit. Anyway, she'd come over on a daily basis and get drunk off her ass while leaving her 4 kids, all under 6 years old, alone at the apartment. Sometimes she said they were asleep. Sometimes they weren't. But it wasn't my business. You know, whatever. I did my thing. My home and family was taken care of. It didn't matter, right? Well, as the weeks went on, as the days went on, as the months went on, I found out more and more and more very unhealthy, unokay things that DHS should have been involved over, that these children's fathers should step in and help with. Well, on my last night of drinking, when I went all out and got so freaking plastered that I don't remember anything, she used my phone to call her baby daddy. And I didn't even know. Honestly, when he called me, I literally thought the number that was calling me was just one of my appointments. You know, checking in or whatever, because I just started some new appointments. So I went ahead and took the call. I answered it, and then he said his name is Julius. Who? Like, he tried to explain to me the way he looks, and I'm thinking, I have no friends that even look like this. Explained to me more, and I just said, oh, well, you know, drunk Sherelle and sober Sherelle are 2 separate people that do not communicate. So whatever happened with drunk Sherelle, you're going to have to take up with drunk Sherelle. I was with my parents going to dinner with my 2 girls at this time, so I have proof. And if everybody wants my cell phone records to prove that I've never contacted this guy, call me. I'll give it to you. Anyway, so I just told him, you know, I was at dinner. I couldn't really talk right then. I'd get a hold of him later. And that way I could figure out what the hell he wanted. Never called him back. I never texted him back. Not until later. Well, later that week, Kyla, Jeremy, and Abby kept coming over and over and over. And I have never locked my house door. The whole 9 years I've lived in the Lakes in Spencer, I've never locked my door or my car. I've never had to. Well, Abby and Kyla and Jeremy would come over whenever the hell they wanted and just take food all the time. Whatever they wanted. Because I had so much food and they were so hungry, they just take it. And I told them if they talked to me, I would tell them what they could have. And, you know, I'm sure we won't eat all of it. I mean, we had a lot of processed stuff we shouldn't have had. You know, hamburger helpers, tuna helpers, ramen, you know, stuff that's not really the healthiest. But anyway, so that was starting to weigh on me because I kept telling them it wasn't okay just to go in and take what they want. So I did start locking my door. And they'd get in my van and take what they wanted because I had diapers and diaper wipes in there and, you know, things that I could get by with my kids with. And snacks and whatnot. They'd get in and take it. So I started locking it. I started parking back in my garage after I rearranged it. So finally they came over one night and just the true colors were revealed, and I won't even get into details because I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. Some things happened with the child, and I'm just not okay with that, neglecting things like that when he's that old, having those problems. So I decided after they left, my friendship was going to be done. I wasn't going to burn the bridge because she lived right there. I have to see her on a constant basis. But I also wasn't going to go out of my way to keep being around these people that were such users. So, I'd taken my night meds, which kind of make me a little loopy and forgetful. And I was already upset, and her baby daddy messaged me, and I said, look. And I told him what was going on with his children. And I told him he needed to step in and help out. You know, maybe help her financially or help take care of the kids or do something. She needed his help. It wasn't mean. I didn't lie. I didn't throw her on the bus, but I was truthful. I should have just stayed out of it and kept my mouth shut all in all, but I was truthful and she didn't like it. So she decided to blow me up that next morning, block me, and then so did Jeremy, and so did Abby, which, whatever. None of them were good friends to begin with. They were all users. So I was a little sad at first until I realized, what have they actually done for me? When have they actually been here for me and not just for my booze? The food I've made. When it benefits them.
No.
So when I came to this conclusion, I let things go and I was fine. Since then, and that was like a little bit before Easter, she has, on every weekend that they've partied with her Trevor and Shayla, Justin, Jeremy, Abby, and some other people. I don't even know who these other people are, but it's like a constant party. Drugging and drinking over there. Which they haven't bugged me, so I don't care. They're going to ruin their own place,
We're drunk.
The complex will kick them out eventually. So I'm not going to get involved. I want to keep my own. So I do have a line that I don't cross, guys. I'm not always just out there. But anyway, one night, Dave came up to see me for a weekend. It was Flagfest, I think it was. Yeah, it was Flagfest. We'd come home from karaoke, and it was late. It was like pushing 4 a.m. because we stopped, checked out a dog. We spent time together, And we came home, and as we're getting out of the car, she's screaming from the frickin' balcony how she's gonna beat my motherfucking ass and all this shit. And it's like, what is going on?
Where was that?
We got back in the car until things calmed down, even though it's on the second floor. I have to walk by it, so. She got pulled inside by all her friends. Things calmed down, we thought. So I told him what was going on. We got out, went inside. He walked on the right side of me, just in case. Went into my apartment, shut and locked the door. Went about her business. And I kid you not, an hour later, she is pounding on my door. And she pounded for quite some time. And she's done that off and on. And sometimes she even screams and yells to come out. That she's going to beat my ass. I'm all these names. And I never do. Because it's like past midnight to 4 a.m. I'm not getting out of my bed and wasting time on you, bitch. I'm in bed. So, you stand there and scream. I'm going to roll over and go back to sleep. But Trevor, who I don't have any communication with, who I haven't wanted to have communication with, and who has really screwed the pooch a lot and a lot and a lot, and Shayla go over constantly. They're there every week. They might leave for a day or two at a time, but they're there all the time. Well, they're big drama stirrers, and don't get me wrong, I love drama as much as the next person, but things are getting a bit too escalated. When they're screwing with my kids' lives to take them from me, Mama Bear's coming out. And if I lose my place, I don't want to, but so fucking be it. You do not fuck with my kids. You can fuck with me all you want. Do whatever you want to me. Punch me, hit me, kick me, call me names. Screw with me. That's fine. I can overcome that. Screw with my kids? Well, you're the one paying the price. I'm not a violent person. I can be a pretty big talk, but I can back it up. And it's getting there. So, they called my mom, too. Not last night, the night before, because I went up to my mom's for the night. Just, A, I had an appointment at Sioux Falls, and B, to get away from the drama. They kept calling and texting her, and threatening her. If you guys